All right. Hello, my beautiful communities. Are you ready for today's Ruth on Demand? All week, I am going to be giving you coaching, real training. Today and Friday, it's Ruth on Demand. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, I'm going to do a 3-day cash flow challenge. So today, I want to ask you, where are you? I know that's a strange question to start with, but where are you in your business? And what are you waiting for? What are you waiting for in your business? Are you waiting that you'll start to write a book someday? You'll start to really go after speaking engagements, if that's what you want to do someday. Do you want to start really scaling your business when the children are older someday? Are you ready to hit your goals when you're not so busy, which is someday? Where are you on that? And I have to tell you, I don't have a someday on my calendar. I have a Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And I'll bet that's what you have on your calendar, every single calendar. So this someday is now. It's today. I'm going to share something with you. It's a little bit personal, but I'm going to share it with you because it just came up. I just found out that someone in our extended family has potential leukemia. Okay. I also found out that one of my team players, her stepdad just passed. And yet she's still emailing me and texting me. I didn't even know her stepdad had passed. I just happened to ask because it's a really hard day for her. She does not wait to get back to me someday. Someday, I can't stress this enough to everybody. Someday is now. Someday is today. You want to build up your social media someday? Today is the day that you need to start. You don't need to complete it, but you need to stop. You need to start it. So my question to you is, what's stopping you? Really, what's stopping you? So I want you to DM me if any of these make sense, or I want you to go ahead and put it in the chat. Unworthiness. Do you feel, gosh, who am I? Who am I to hit 6 figures, 7 figures? Who am I to write a book? Who am I to give a speech? Who am I to have a following? That's under unworthiness, and it shows up in everything you do. You know, I remember when I was getting my degree in spiritual psychology, and my prof said, how you show up in one part of your life is usually how you show up in all parts of your life. And when I first thought of that, no, I'm a little shyer over here and I'm extroverted over here. And then I really sat on it for a while and I thought, wow, that's impressive, because I know that definitely exists for me. And my question is, does it exist for you? And you just put a Y or a no in the chat or DM me. Another one is abandonment. This is a really powerful one. I have had to myself learn to let go of that. And here's most recently, was it last year? Yes, last year, beginning of last year, I felt abandonment. I had an assistant. She was amazing. She was fantastic. I thought I was going to work with her for years and years, just like I work with all my team, for at least a minimum of 12 years. And all of a sudden, I get an email no less, an email that she can't work with me anymore. She can't work for me anymore because she took another full-time job. And yet she was working for other people. I check mark that under abandonment. At least that's how I felt. And it really, I have to say, really took me for a loop, because we loved working with each other. We brainstormed, we had energy between us, and it was like, boom. Now, granted, I know I can give my assistants last minute stuff. I know I can change my mind and make some changes. But you know what? That's what a successful leader does. They can change on a dime. That's why we're so lucky. If you are an entrepreneur or if you have a side hustle, you can change paths in a moment because you're not corporate that is very lethargic in moving. That's a huge benefit of being in your own business. There's also the fear of failure, and the other flip side of that is success. I had experienced a failure of success because my family is so important to me when my children were younger and living at the house. I didn't want to be out flying and going places and not being home. I wanted to be home with my family and still have a successful career. And so I was fearful that if I gave too many speeches or if I had too many clients, I would have a lot of success and then I wouldn't have time for my family. And then I let that go. And what that was about, this is a hack. This is a hack for that feeling of success, and that was boundaries. Once I acknowledged and knew my boundaries, I was able to have a beautiful family and be there with them, go on trips with my kids if they let me know in advance. And I was also able to be there for my clients and have many clients and have a successful business. It was a leadership situation. All of these are leadership situations. What about judgment? I experienced judgment. Have you experienced judgment? Where are you in this? Put it in the chat. DM me. Let me know what's going on there. In terms of judgment, I used to give speeches, and one time I was a keynoter, and I had the biggest room, and I was speaking, and it was a women's conference, and women were starting to leave, and I thought, oh my gosh, it's because they're so bored with what I'm saying. And I was so nervous. I didn't speak for years after that because I felt judged. And that's not what happened at all, but I couldn't see it because I could only see through the eyes of judgment. Have you felt that way? You can only see through the eyes of unworthiness. You can only see through the eyes of oh dear, fear of failure. What are people going to think? The fear of success, of being judged. Have you felt that way? Because that's all you can see through. That's your perceptual lens, I like to call it. And then I realized that when I give speeches, I am there to touch another person's heart. I'm there to make an impact. Maybe there's a word, maybe there's a phrase, maybe there's something that connects from my heart to their heart. And then I realized it's not about me. And when I realized it's not about me when I speak, it's about you and you. And when I'm training now, some of you might like it, some of you may not like it. That's cool. I don't expect everyone to like it, but what I do expect is how I share and train from my heart, and it's going to fall into some of your hearts, and it's going to make an impact. It's going to make a difference. It's going to be a little bit of a reminder. It's going to be another way to look at the world. Okay. And that's why I do what I do. And that's why I'm doing this now. Okay. Because I want to be able to give you, I want to be able to give you really good information, good training, good coaching, because I'm here to serve you. I'm here to connect with you. I'm here for you to make an impact. It's really important for me that I can help you. It just is. That is my personality. And so, where are you? I ask you again, where are you and what are you waiting for? Okay. So, all of these fears and limitations, I'm going to show you how easy, it's not simple, but it's easy to get rid of those limitations. You ready? Take a pen, take a pencil. We're just going to let all of that that's not real. It was based on old experiences. You don't need to be defined by old experiences any longer. They don't serve you. Maybe they did at one time, but they don't serve you now. So you ready? Gonna let them go. 1, 2, 3. That's how simple it is to let go of the things, the limitations that no longer serve you, because we created those limitations by our experiences, through our perceptions. I'll take that back. So I remember years ago, someone told me that, and I thought, it's not that easy. That really came back because I felt defensive. No, I've earned this place of abandonment. You should hear my story. I've earned this place of judgment. You should hear my story. It truly was that easy. Once I was okay with letting it all go, and no longer, ready for this? No longer me being attached to those limiting beliefs. Can any of you relate to this? Put a Y for yes or N for no. DM me, let me know. And so once you start letting those limitations go, you will start to open up a whole new arena of energy and possibilities for yourself, for your business, for your life. It's incredible how it works. And I know you've heard this before, and many of you have experienced it in and out and up and above. But what if it was just relatively consistent from day to day? All right, that's what I want for you. So it's all energy. Money is nothing but energy. Time is nothing but energy. And I'm going to throw something out at you. Selling is spiritual energy. That's all it is. Now, you may argue with me on this. Well, oh gosh, if you're spiritual, you don't want to sell. Really? Okay. My question to you is, why not? Because when you're selling, when you're giving an offer, you're helping someone take them to the next level. You're helping them get rid of limiting beliefs. You're helping them with their social media. You're helping them write a book. You're helping them heal, less hurt, give them direction, give them clarity. What in there is not spiritual? The spirituality is the impact that you make for the greater good. Okay. All right. So I just learned something that I find so fascinating. The heart has much stronger electromagnetic field, thousands of times stronger than the brain's electromagnetic field. That just is huge. That's huge. Now, why is that so important and bitter? Yeah, why am I telling you this now? Because one of the ways that selling is spiritual, a really important way, is that you've got to have an open heart. You have to be heart-centered. You have to come from not how much money I'm going to make. If I close this deal, it's how can I serve you? How can I help you? You know, I've been watching this wonderful show on TV. It's called New Amsterdam. I love it. It's kind of gory at times, but I'm in love with the characters. And the main dude, the executive director, medical director of the hospital, is always asking his doctors, how can I help? His patients, how can I help? That's open-hearted. That's heart-centered. Just asking, how can I help the people that I serve? How can I help my target market so they're not as worried, so they don't wake up tied with their tummy tied in a knot and can't get back to sleep, so that they have cash flow coming in on a consistent basis? Whatever it is, how can I help? How can I serve? Okay, heart-centered is spiritual selling. And so I'm going to give you an offer now. How many of you would love to have a free 3-day cash flow challenge where you're going to learn strategies for 3 days? And I'm going to do that. I'm helping you. I'm serving you. I'm here for you. And it's Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. If you want to attend, which I heartily suggest you do, just go ahead and DM me, or go ahead and hit reply if there's an email that you have the Zoom link to, whatever it is. Get in touch with me so we can get you on the 3-day challenge. Again, it starts tomorrow, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, from 2:30 until about 3:30. And I have a gift for you at the end of it, which I think you're going to like. So someday, just to summarize, someday is now. It's now. We don't have to wait, because when you sit down, and this might be a really good exercise for you, just take 5 minutes. You don't need more than 5 minutes. And then just start writing. I'm waiting to hit my financial goals until whatever. I'm waiting to make an offer or put an offer together until. I am waiting to write a book until. What is causing you to wait? All right. I'll see you tomorrow at the 3-day cash flow challenge.